They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Panthers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39.
International offense will take over. First and 10.
Back to pass, it's Coleman. Got it in the middle, it's Golden. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Catch in the middle, it's Bolden. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
The crowd already makes such a big impact in all college football games. This is the way you ignite them. You want to get them excited? QB breaking off a huge run? Yes, please. The crowd will be going bananas.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Nice move there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to set up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Panthers are facing 3rd and inches. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burke. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Gonna run it. It's Allen. Turning it on. Still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Coleman. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Well, jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give is to Williams. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Coleman. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Walden. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Coleman. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Handoff to the single back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short.
1st and 10.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The give on the inside. Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with balls.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break up.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Allen. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He now has 91 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of him.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye up. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Dropping back, it's Coleman. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. At the 35, he's loose. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
Touchdown, Florida International. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
31, Florida International, 17.
And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Turning it on! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points to get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Give him 109 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Got it in the middle, it's Bolden. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Connection to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. He would not be denied.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. We waited so long to start the